Hello, welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to do another movie reaction. Today I am reacting to The Right Stuff. It's a movie from 1983. This is gonna sound really bad, but I had never heard of it before and then I looked it up. I watched some information videos about it because apparently it is based on real events. And it appears that it is a pretty famous movie. It is also a Disney Plus series right now and I think it was before that it was a book even. So with these movies I'm always like, okay, I'm so happy this got like requested because I feel like I need to like watch these films for my film knowledge. So yeah, today I'm gonna watch that. So from what I kinda understood is that it's about these 7 guys who are being trained to go to the moon. But in the meantime, it's like, America kind of has this sort of battle with Russia, like who's gonna send someone to the moon first. Of course, that's like how it really went. But yeah, like I said, the movie is based on those real events. So I think that's pretty interesting. I see that the movie is very high rated, so I am super curious. I also see that there are some actors I know in this, and as you all know, that always brings me joy. First of all, Ed Harris. I absolutely love him in Westworld. He's amazing. And also Barbara Hershey, who I originally knew from Once Upon a Time, but is also in the Insidious series. I watch them a lot of times. So it's very nice to know 2 actors, and especially Ed Harris. I think he's such a good actor. And of course, because this is a movie from 83, I'm gonna see them young. So that's pretty funny. I don't think I ever watched a movie where any of them was like still younger. No, I haven't. So that's fun. So yeah, I got like a little bit of background information, but for the most part, I'm just gonna like find out through this movie how this all went. Of course, I'm not too educated on the whole subject, but yeah, I did my small research to at least not go into this fully blind. So yeah, I'm just gonna check it out. Before I start, I want to tell you that you can see my full movie reaction on my Patreon. The full 3 hours are available there under the uncut reaction tier. And there's also a few options that will give you the opportunity to request your own movie. It can be a TV show episode, it can be a movie, it can just be a YouTube video. It's all possible. If you're interested, just check out my Patreon. And yeah, now I'm going to watch this movie. Very quiet. Oh, it's just still the intro logo from like the company. It's like, what is this?
There was a demon that lived in the air. They said whoever challenged him would die. He lived behind a barrier through which they said no man could ever pass. They called it the sound barrier.
Oh yeah, that also had something to do with all of this.
Then men came to the high desert of California to ride it. They were called test pilots.
Now that I recently watched Quantum Leap, it's kind of reminding me of that, of the pilot episode.
196. 198. 199. Do you want to declare
Ooh. I wouldn't want to be a test pilot. Oh shit, is that his family? From the guy who died?
No. Go away.
No. Who is he? Is he like one of those 7 guys eventually?
I was looking at the pictures on your wall, and I was wondering how come a fancy pilot like Slick over there doesn't have his picture up there? What do you have to do to get your picture
I
up
think
there,
you have to
eh?
die.
You have to die, see?
Yeah.
You could be the first. The man who breaks the sound barrier will be on top.
Afternoon. Slick, you're get that helmet.
Some people say the sound barrier can't be broke. Well, now, maybe it can't be broke. Then again, maybe it can.
Is it worth risking your life over? Well, I guess it is.
150,000.
Come on, Slick.
That guy in the corner, Jaeger's his name. He's some kind of war hero. Shot down 5 Germans in one day. They say he's a natural born stick and rudder man.
It'll rip your ears off if you try to go through it.
Is that her? Yeah, oh my god, she looks so young. What the hell?
Want to have a go at it?
Might.
Well, how about tomorrow morning?
I'll be there. How much are you paying him?
$283.
A week?
What a random amount.
First fella to break the sound barrier is gonna get a free steak with all the trimming.
I'll have mine medium rare, please. Honey, you ever been caught out on the desert alone before?
I never have. I don't think I ever will. Never did meet the man who could catch me out there. Forget it, Flyboy. You'd never catch me.
I believe I will.
Damn, it's so weird to see her in a different role. I feel like all the roles I've seen her up to now in are like kind of bitchy and like the bad mom and all. I mean, she was literally the evil queen's mom in Once Upon a Time, and she was evil.
Could I ask you something?
Forget it, sweetie. She's his wife.
Oh,
Come on, babe.
then what's the whole deal? Is this like a game to them?
Come on back here! Let us! For me, girl!
Yeah. Damn, okay. Ouch.
Oh, no.
Morning, Tiger.
Horse threw me over at Poncho's last night and I started to dig my goddamn ribs up. Well, you might say I like to broke a couple of sons of bitches, eh?
Damn, okay.
You got any ideas?
Is your left side okay?
Maybe you should, like, I don't know, see a doctor? She's actually, like, really pretty. So this is right after Second World War. Because they were just talking about that he was apparently, like, also in the Air Force in the war. I feel like I'm watching so much plane-related stuff lately, like reacting to. Or is it just me?
There you go, buddy.
So, is he actually gonna do it? Looks so unstable.
She's getting real active. .99.
Oh, God.
Bought the farm. Well, that's it. We're back to square one. Hey, wait a minute.
He's there.
Say, really make another note here, would you? Must be something wrong with this old mock meter. It jumped plumb off the scale.
Personally, I think you're seeing things.
Well, could be. I'm still going upstairs like a bat out of hell. We did it! We finally broke.
Ah, okay. Making circles.
This is big news. Sound barrier's finally been broken.
No, sir. No press.
What? This is big news. We need coverage of this.
No, sir. Sorry. No. Maybe they don't want someone to know.
Who?
The Russians.
The Russians, maybe.
And then you have like this one guy who's eager to tell everyone.
Hey, Wirtz, what you been doing? Head hopping?
Also, didn't he break like 3 ribs? Is that just like suddenly fine? Guess you must feel invincible then. Little time jump.
Edwards Air Force Base. This is the place to be, huh?
Slow down, Cordell. Come on now, you're scaring the girls. Come on.
Come on, Trudy. Who's the best pilot you ever saw? Who's the best pilot you ever saw? You're looking at it, baby.
Damn.
Now come on, cheer up. Did I ever let you down?
Oh. Tasty. Oh, this is just great. This reminds me of the one movie, American Made, when Tom Cruise and his wife also moved near like an air base and then like nothing worked in the house. It's weird how many like resemblances all these movies have that I've watched. Probably tired from the drive. Passed right out. Where are the children? Did they also pass out? Oh, they're there. What is that? With the plane. Wait, who died now? Was that like the explosion we saw, but we don't know who. It's getting more pictures on those walls.
That's 62 men in the last 36 weeks.
It's a great conversation to walk in on.
If it ain't hot dog.
Hot dog.
I am not one of them hot dog pilots. I am the hot dog man himself. I guess you're just a little shy. I used to wax your tail.
This guy has a big ego. Already noticed it in the car, but then I was like, okay, but that's just like his wife. Maybe they're just kind of like jokingly saying that, but he's also saying it to other people.
What are you two rookies gonna have?
Rookies? Now, hold on.
Oh god, here we go again.
You are looking at a whole new ball game here now.
He needs to be humbled.
Putting our pictures up there on your wall. Would I say something wrong here? Or?
Tell you, we got two categories of pilots around here.
Alive and dead.
Prime pilots, get all the hot planes. Pud knockers who dream about getting the hot planes. Now, what are you two pud knockers gonna have, huh?
Tell him. She's still like standing there and not knowing what to do. Very uncomfortable.
I'm really glad we could talk. I thought I was the only one who had these nightmares.
Me too.
Nobody ever wants to talk about anything around here.
Maintain an even strain. Military owes me for all this. One day I expect the military to make good.
I went back east to a reunion and all my friends could talk about was their husband's work. Cutthroat it was on Madison Avenue. I wondered how they would have felt if each time their husband went in to make a deal, there was a 1 in 4 chance he wouldn't come out of that meeting.
Mm-hmm. That really is one of the risks.
I'm going home to my folks in San Diego.
You think they were talking about sports?
Yeah, I feel like the wives are more stressed about it all than the guys. I mean, of course, it's their choice. And of course, it's also the women's choice to marry them. And they know what they're getting into. But I get that it's like really stressful. Especially if you have like children together. They could just lose their father, you know.
Sometimes they sure are handy assholes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, yeah, she's having a really hard time with it. Notice that from the beginning.
You want a hot dog?
Oh. I'm leaving Gordo. Yeah, surely can't handle it there.
New world's record. It's a field day for the friend from a previous record holder as he shakes the hand of the...
This is kind of funny. So if every time someone breaks his record, he's just like going again. Dedication. I suppose they're still together, right? Why is it so awkward? He's not even looking at her. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Guess he just didn't notice her coming in or whatever. I don't know. I feel like this movie is like in different parts or something. Because this really feels like more of a backstory of what's actually coming. I think. Not sure, but it's what I feel like.
3, 2, 1, drop.
He seems to be very chill doing it. I feel like, yeah, he's done this quite some times now. First time it was actually like really exciting and now he's just like, yeah, sure. I guess.
Here goes Mach 2.
2.1. Sorry, Scotty.
Just gonna push this envelope a tad.
Oh. Oh my god. Ooh, fuck! Oh my god! how do you survive that? At least he needs to, like, yeah, get his conscience back. But there's literally a hole in your plane, so... He's a good pilot though, so just, like, if he can get it all under control... Oh my god, but that looks very hard. Okay. At least he's talking. Really thought he was like dead for a second.
I think I must have busted the canopy with my head, I don't know. I'm getting okay now.
Okay.
That's as fast as a man can go, partner.
What's next, Ridley?
So there's literally no way he can go faster now. I like the little time jumps.
It's called Sputnik.
We know.
Sit down. Whoever controls the high ground of space will control the world. The Roman Empire controlled the world because
My
they
Roman
could build
Empire.
roads. Pretty soon they have damn space platforms up there to drop nuclear bombs on us from a highway overpass. How in the hell did they ever get ahead of us?
This is secret footage of the Russian Korabl rocket. And these are the German scientists that they captured after the war.
Was there German scientists got them up there first?
Our Germans are better than their Germans.
And that's Titov on the right. On the left, that's Gagarin.
Oh, no, I think that's Titov on the left, Gagarin's on the right.
At any rate, if the Soviets ever do put a man up there, it will most likely be the one on the left.
Gagarin.
Or is it the one on the right?
Get that moron off of there.
Now we must get something up there, quick and dirty anyway at all.
Yeah, I think the guy who's like holding the record right now, the fastest man alive, that he's gonna like have something to do with this all.
Spaceman.
Specimen.
Well, what kind of specimen?
Spaceman.
What I had in mind, a chimp.
Well, what the hell is a chimp?
Monkey?
Chimpanzee, Senator. An ape. Huh?
American into space is not going to be a chimpanzee.
No.
Mr. President, we have film up of some people that we think are very strong candidate possibilities.
These are people we felt would be excellent, especially in the splashdown stage.
Surfers?
These people, of course, very experienced in handling their own machinery.
And they already have their own helmets.
And if
They already have their own helmets. Is that like... Okay.
We feel that once in space, there'll be very little need for eyeballing at any rate. Cannonball effect you were talking about.
I feel like this is all very far-fetched. I feel like just like looking for indeed a pilot or something. That is way more logical to me.
Also, he is available as of the 15th.
No, I want test pilots.
You want the great test pilots. There's only one place to go.
Keep saying they. Who's they?
The best... Give me that.
Best test pilots in the world. Here?
Yeah.
Why does he look so familiar, like the tall one?
They got the right stuff.
The right stuff.
Anyway, they're all here, including the ace of aces himself.
Who's that?
Jaeger.
Well, scouting for astronaut.
Scouting for lab rabbits, more like.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get what you said.
What I said was lab rabbits.
They don't seem too enthusiastic.
I don't hold with it.
You know, there's some things you can't change. Some peckerwoods gotta...
I get why they're so defensive.
Something the damn thing's gonna be spam in a can.
I'll drink to that.
Jaeger doesn't fit the profile. Security clearance just takes so long with these people.
Creepy old guy.
Y'all wanna drink whiskey?
No, thanks for
Oh, was he just there to offer them whiskey?
What the hell's astronaut mean, anyway?
Star Voyager.
Star Voyager Gus Grissom. I kind of like the sound of that.
Now your name is...
Sahiman. In the plan. Plan. My name is Sahiman.
See that you have some of your space equipment with you.
Hey, get that guy off. You see him everywhere. The whole country's already laughing.
Yeah.
Winner of 5 distinguished flying crosses.
Oh,
Holder of the
Ed Harris.
coasting from the United States Marine Corps, Major John Glenn.
Oh.
What's that song?
Straighten up,
Straighten up and fly right.
Ouch.
Straighten up and fly right. Eddie here has a little problem with his girlfriend. Did you ever have a problem like that when...
The way he's like...
I liked a girl in my class, but all the other guys liked her too, and she didn't pay any attention. I kept after her, Eddie.
Did you finally get her to notice you?
In fact, I finally got her to marry me.
I'm still confused. They were like, he has a problem with his girlfriend, and then he started talking about a total different thing. But okay, I guess it's not that deep. The guy's 10.
They want to make me an astronaut. Oh, I hope not.
I didn't know it was like held back, because I was always like, I'd be so scared I'd just like go over the landing dock.
What? I'd like you to meet Alan Shepard.
Seasick. Both of them. Damn. Oh. Yeah, thank you.
We're going up against the Russians all the way. It's got the highest priority.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. Very dangerous.
Count me in.
Nice. Of course there's also people like that who are just like looking for danger.
Why are you doing this to me?
Afraid there's no simple way to explain that about it.
A little nasty. Is that normal?
Please.
You're gonna love it.
Oh my god.
Please, sit right there. Put your arm
They
right
all have to do that.
This entire operation is supposed to be hush-hush. We got top secret orders to blend in with the patient.
Yeah, then you should especially talk this loud, yeah.
There might be Russian agents here.
They don't look very Russian to me, Gus.
I hear they got some 50-some-odd guys trying out for 7 spots. After they pick us 3, there's only gonna be 4 spots open.
Sounds right to me.
You bet.
You go in that door.
He was so annoyed.
Who are you?
My name, Jose Jimenez.
Oh!
But when they all come out, they all look different.
How's that? Fella, I said, how's that?
When they all come out, they all look scared.
Why does it kind of look like you're in a mental ward?
Would you come this way?
Think he made them a little scared.
That doesn't fool me a bit.
Nah?
Open the box just a little bit so you can see it. Don't put your fingers in there. This thing will bite them off, man. This.
What the hell is going on there?
Hey! Real swabos.
The ball must be maintained in the position between these 2 lines. You may begin now. Record is 91 seconds.
I saw that they kind of like recreated this in The Simpsons when I was doing like a little research. That apparently in a lot of like new TV shows, or just like TV shows in general and movies, that they made a lot of resemblances to this movie. I could not do this with my asthma.
Seconds. Read it and weep.
Oh! Never mind.
Terrific, Scott. Darn good.
You were probably just getting warmed up, John. Next time I doubt I'd be the one to win.
We're competing with Arch and Jughead.
I would not feel comfortable if someone was just staring at me through that door. How long do they have to sit there? Or is this other people? They want to see if they go crazy. Why is he just sleeping through everything? Okay, yeah, he failed. He's just chilling. It's interesting to see, like, all these tests.
To see who can drill the brains out of Nurse Murch.
You're nuts. She thinks we're all just a bunch of miserable pud knockers.
She's a woman susceptible to charms like
Wasn't he like the guy from the beginning with the... Oh, with the wife and the kids? With the wife that left because she couldn't handle that?
Sperm motility factors.
Okay.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to...
The best results seem to be obtained through fantasization accompanied by masturbation followed by ejaculation.
But I think you knew that.
I get stuck in there. You mind coming in and help me out a little bit?
Man.
Please return it to the lab.
Good, scare them a little. Yeah. Curly's just working. No sexual intimidation on the work floor. Or anywhere, to be honest. I knew I didn't like him. I mean, it is like a thing because they're all in that building together. So do you even have a private space to do that? Like maybe people next to you are doing the same thing. It's kind of awkward.
Okay, Glenn. I know that's you.
What the fuck are those shoes? Is there like holes in them? It's like the shoes are talking.
My, that was quick. Yes, you're married, aren't you?
Yeah, sure, I'm married, all right.
Happily?
Yeah, a real stable relationship.
Yeah, I noticed from the way you talk to women.
You'd like to meet my wife.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow's no good,
Tomorrow.
You want to go into space or not? Somewhere on the road from San Diego. Right. He's gonna pick her up.
I need you, Trudy.
Oh, she's already there.
Tell you, hon, this astronaut thing is the best way for us to move up that ladder. When we play our cards right, honey, we go all the way to the top.
Yeah, and there's like an even bigger chance you die. It's literally why she left in the first place.
Ever let you down before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the best pilot you ever saw? You're looking at her.
They're having the best time. I hope they're making fun of him. I hope she told her, but I don't think she did, but would be funny.
She laughed. She knows you too well, Gordo.
Come on, let's face it, some women just have a problem with men, you know?
I mean, if you're experiencing that on a regular base, maybe start to think it might be you.
This is the most rigorous physical testing ever done to human beings. They're being subjected to every kind of stress. They will be guiding a brand new machine.
I still feel like everything they're doing, that it's like nothing like the real thing.
No individual will have ever been so adequately prepared for an event in advance. That whoever survives this competition is destined.
It's like a fun fair, right?
When that clamp is released, that balloon inside of you deflates. The floor is up.
Gonzalez. Por favor.
He seems a bit random. Oh my god, he is tall! I didn't even notice that at first. What the hell? It's just like a mega human.
Faster. Come on. Good day, Commander, sir.
Oh, so many people.
You ever have any explosions doing this? All the time. It's a mess.
That's not really what you want to hear, right?
It is my pleasure to introduce to you 7 Americans.
So they made their choice. Slayton. Where did they just like come up from? They seem traumatized already.
Holy shit. Smile, Gus. We're heroes.
Yeah, very good for his ego. Who is he? He didn't do it. The thing is, as long as I don't know what his name is in the movie, I can't really know who the actor is.
Mine think it's fine.
Thank you.
They're all for it.
Very deep answers.
You know, I don't think any of us could really go on with something like this if we didn't have pretty good backing at home, really.
That's a better answer.
She's behind it, and by golly, my kids are too, 100%. It's power.
Damn, has he done public speaking before or something? I mean, he must feel like a little bit of FOMO, right?
tossing a coin in the air to see
Toss a
which
coin
one would take
to
the
your
first
chair.
airplane. And then I think of us here today.
He's giving an amazing speech.
Where the best and the finest in a man can be brought out.
Thank you. And I think that we would be most remiss if we did not volunteer for something that is as important as this is for our country and to the world in general right now.
We're Air Force boys.
Tell us if any of you go to church regularly.
As far as church goes, I attend regularly.
That's very important in that time, I guess, to them.
This is for America, this is for life, man.
Oh, and then the wives. That's pretty funny.
Giving them $500,000 split 7 ways over 3 years. How's that sound?
Not bad.
Now, Virgil I. Grissom. Or
Gus. Nobody calls me by that other name.
Gus. An astronaut named Gus.
Gus the astronaut. Why not?
What's your middle name?
Ivan.
Ivan the astronaut.
Gus isn't so bad. You can be Gus.
Bet for all that money they could call you Virgil, couldn't they? They sure could me. Well, what's with her?
Going back to the Cape tomorrow.
It is honestly so weird to just like see actors, which I really like, just like in their younger years, especially if you've never seen them like young in a movie before.
What about after?
Oh, does she like stutter?
After hours, I'll run a lot.
I guess that's why she didn't want to
I'll run
talk.
forever.
What about?
The others just want to get up there, get the job done, and keep the Mickey Mouse down to a minimum. Guess they think I'm kind of a gung-ho type. Eddie Attaboy, hairy hair shirt. Well, you agree? You agree? My own wife?
They seem cute together.
It's important to America to get a man up there first. I'm planning on being the first man to ride the rocket.
Ignition.
Ah, not going very well. Looks pretty dangerous. Yeah, that seems to be going better. For now. Oh, I would not want to be one of those 7 men. Oh, imagine just seeing all of this and then being like, yeah, one day I have to go in one like up there. Oh. Wait, is that like a real pool? Or is that like a TV? I think it was a real pool, that's pretty cool. But also a bit perverted, but just looked cool. Is that real? Cool. Well, if it's real, of course you choose yourself to swim there, so... Who were they?
Pour down.
This song was in a Black Mirror episode I recently watched, I think.
I don't want anything to put this program in a bad light.
What happened?
You know, and I know this could lead to something very unfortunate. I'm talking about the playing around that's going on. I'm talking about the young girls. I'm talking about keeping our pants zipped and our wicks dry around here.
I'd advise you not to try to foist your view of morality on anybody else in this group.
Such as bringing girls up to your room in the middle of the night.
Mr. Glenn, what he does with his zipper or his wick is his own business.
Just a minute. I'm from life to life.
Damn. He already kind of looked like he didn't really know what to do with that. I'm glad he's at least saying something about it.
People are going to look up to us. We have got a tremendous responsibility here.
You cannot tell a pilot what he's doing when he's not flying.
The fact that he gets so riled up about him saying that...
The issue here is monkey.
Monkey?
What? Us. We are the monkey.
The test monkey.
We gotta change things around here. He's saying that we are pilots, and we know more about what we need to fly this thing than anybody else. So we gotta stick together on this deal.
But like, isn't there gonna be like monkeys eventually? Oh, getting dizzy even just watching this. I'm mean, that looks kind of fun, but also sickening. Look at him! Oh, monkeys are funny. Don't experiment on monkey. It was like a sentence we said as a joke in the Usher series, and then people got like mad because we said monkey instead of ape. Like, it was a joke, guys, get over it. But now every time me and my friend we see like a monkey or an ape, then we're like, oh, monkeys are funny. Don't experiment on monkey.
These chimps are capable of many of the same tasks.
I mean, they seem to be having a great time. They're just smiling all the way through.
Take it easy with that.
Where are you planning on putting the window?
Window? There's no window.
No window. What about the hatch? We need a hatch with explosive bolts that we can open ourselves.
This is the final form of the capsule. No hatch. It would not happen.
I said what would happen if it did.
This is the way it is.
Funding makes this bird go up, and press over there. They all want to see Buck.
Can't they just close the gate?
And if a story were to come out in the press that we were not being allowed to fly as pilots...
Yeah, it's a little weird. Also, I feel like even if you had a window, it would still be pretty small, but like without a window, I feel like it would be so claustrophobic.
No, that's where the hatch with explosive bolts goes.
The hatch with the explosive... Yeah. There could be a hatch with explosive bolts on the capsule.
We do not refer to it as a capsule. Spacecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explosive bolts on the spacecraft.
I read that this was like false information, that these people, that they weren't like actually German in real life, but in the movie they're portraying them as like this group of German scientists, I guess, designers, I don't know, but apparently that was false.
Control of the re-entry procedures.
You wouldn't mind if we had the press over here take a few photos of us by our spacecraft now, would you?
I feel like being like press would be so like stressful. Love these poses. Absolutely great. Huh. They're just like, if it's your job, then you always have to like get this perfect photo and oh, he doesn't know what's going on. Poor baby. Oh.
There he is. Grinning like a possum eating a sweet potato.
What is up with him? Because like in the beginning, they really made it seem like he was like the main character or something. In the end, he's not even part of this group of men. Yeah, he's feeling intense FOMO, I think. Fear of missing out.
They've got a man up there. It's Gagarin.
We know. Sit down.
Is it true that you were ready to go and the flight was canceled?
Is it true we could have beat the Russians by 2 weeks?
And why didn't we send a man in space instead of a monkey? I think we ought to be, say, well, the Russian guys just beat the pants off us, that's all. And there's that, but now that the space age has begun, I think there's going to be plenty of work for everybody.
Who will be the second?
I mean, who's going to be the first free man into space, huh?
Yeah, who's gonna be the first man to walk the moon? I mean, we know, but for them, they don't know yet.
I'm tired of being second to those darn Russians. And I think it's about time we...
There's someone up there.
That's right. Tell them we're ready. We're ready to go. Let's get up. We've got to catch up.
Yeah, I also saw that apparently in Monsters, Inc. that the scene was inspired on this movie where they all come walking in there. Yeah, now I see it.
Which one will be first?
And what do they base it on? Oh, that's the guy who like tells when people die, right?
Not very funny, John. No?
Aw, he tried.
But I do appreciate it, John.
Fire con Dios, Jose.
Dear Lord, please don't let me fuck up.
I didn't quite copy that. Say again, please.
I said everything's A-okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought you said.
This is it, ladies. This is for Life magazine. Perfect.
I don't think they give a shit right now.
Going going after your diaper service man.
Oh my god.
We don't have a diaper service man.
Oh. People are going crazy.
Just wanted to keep you informed, Mrs. Shepard. Everything's A-okay, nothing to worry about. Just some delay.
What kind of delay?
I feel like this would be so stressful.
Patiently waiting. What can be going through a man's mind at this moment?
Feels like you're lying in the MRI scan, just waiting for it to happen, or just waiting for it to be done.
No, we did not think of that. This is only a 15-minute flight.
The man's been up there for hours.
Could he just do it in his suit?
Ew.
Might be dangerous. Might cause a short circuit. It could start a fire.
Well, you don't want to go to the moon while you have to pee. That would be very annoying.
They promise we'll stop at the next gas station. Request that you remain in a holding pattern till then.
Ah. Don't think of it. I hope we can't hear that. That would be annoying.
Permission to relieve bladder.
It's funny because I just took a pee break.
Look, the man has got to go.
If you have to go, you have to go.
Do it in the suit.
Permission granted to wet your diapers anytime, son.
I don't think that was a good thing. Should have just let him go to the bathroom.
I'm a wetbag now.
Not very comfortable, but yeah.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
On your way, Jose. Roger.
Please let it go well. What the fuck, man? Rudeless. Oh. I think they're also using like real images, right? Or not? That looks cool. At least that now that there's a window, they can actually see what's happening. That's also nice. Like, oh yeah, I went to the moon, I just didn't see shit.
Okay. Okay.
Decoration which is gone from the ground up. Here.
Cool.
What was Jackie like?
I love that they just like recreate this. Because now it's like in color again.
How'd you get to go up before me? Huh? Even before Mr. Clean the Marine.
Charm, hot dog. Pure charm. Miss, how'd you like one of these?
I can get one of those from a dime store.
Not one that's been in outer space, you can't. I'm taking these up there with me tomorrow.
Well, I might. If it's been in outer space.
Dream about outer space.
Why is only he going there?
Oh God, look at this.
It is an actual pool, yeah, I thought so. Pretty original idea. Normally if they do this in like bars or restaurants, it's like fish. Insane. Oh, he's in the water. That's like one thing they said indeed at first, like yeah, and then they'll be lost in the ocean or something like that. Oh, but there's like a helicopter, yeah. I mean, they must have taken that into account after all the research they did.
Are you ready to come in and hook on at any time?
This is Hot One, Roger.
Unplugged my suit, so I'm kind of warm now. If you're ready for me to blow the hatch, I'll have to take my helmet off.
I'm not liking this.
Liberty Bell, say again.
Oh. Maybe go for him? Help him! What the hell? And they can't hear him. They're really just letting him drown because they want the capsule. What the fuck? Are they leaving? What the fuck? I get it, it's important data, but that's like a human life. Two must be exhausted now. He looks scared.
But there weren't any loose items in the capsule, so I don't see how I could have hit that button. I was just lying there, flat on my back, and it just blew.
Thank you, Mr.
We even dropped them from a height of 100 feet onto concrete, and not one of them has ever just blown.
And the kids.
Are we going to the White House, Gus? Isn't the president coming? Gus, little Jackie?
The Distinguished Service Medal is awarded to Captain Virgil I. Grissom.
Starling Motel. Oh damn, there's a lot in there. Oh, she's not happy.
I mean, what did they want me to do in here? And then risk my life and my kids by dragging them across that highway to the worst beach in Florida? Gus, I wanted to eat in the White House.
Is that what they like promised now?
I've got to go to the Holiday Inn, you know, for some beer call with the guys.
No!
You dragged your wife all the way there for this?
The military promised.
It's also like, he probably hasn't seen his family in a while now, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a beer with the guys. Like, you could go for like a nice dinner with your family or something.
It was a glitch, it was a technical malfunction!
Yeah, because it all went wrong, I guess it didn't. Yeah, okay. That's why they didn't get all of that.
Gus, they owe you. They owe me so much.
They found them already. Press really follows them around everywhere, huh? Okay. Maybe that will, well, not solve things, but at least he can like do his story, I guess.
How do you feel about the trip? Was it a success?
He lost his capsule, but he's keeping his story.
And to reach Gus Grissom, he is shouting to save the capsule
Hey,
first.
boy, Gus.
I don't think that's what he was shouting, but sure.
He doesn't want the astronaut's image tarnished. Nothing these guys do is going to be called.
Yeah, I guess for like the greater good, it was like better if they saved the capsule, but I'm glad they saved him too in the end. That's sad. That's the bar where they all went to, right? And he's back on his horse. Also in my pee break, I found out that one of these guys, I don't know if it's one of the 7 guys or just one of the other random guys, is being played by Herschel from The Walking Dead. But like, I don't recognize that man without white hair and a mustache. Even if he came on the screen right now, I wouldn't recognize him. I'm very bad at recognizing people in TV shows anyway, so...
You know, the government spends just all kinds of time and money teaching you pilots how to be fearless, but they don't spend a goddamn penny teaching you how to be the fearless wife of a test pilot. I guess I liked it.
Still kind of random to me that they showed like his story.
Tito, sir.
A day? A whole day?
I said it's going to be extremely dangerous.
I said we're ready, 100%.
Inside this trim, modest suburban home is Annie Glenn, wife of astronaut John Glenn. John sits waiting to be launched into
The Vice President would like to see Mrs. Glenn for a moment, if possible.
I don't think she wants to speak.
Tell them no. I'm sorry.
The Vice President must see her.
No.
No means no.
You know what the Russians really want? They want our peckers in their pockets.
She still says no.
No.
But what do they want?
I will bring in ABC TV. Her words and mine will be heard by...
Yeah, I think that's the reason she doesn't want to talk. Imagine already being that stressed and then also like stuttering and then they want to like talk to you in front of millions of people. Like, yeah.
I think the flight's been canceled.
Cancelled?
Oh?
I will go in and console her on nationwide TV. I'll pay her a sympathy call.
Yes, sir.
Why is it cancelled?
The Vice President would now like to make a sympathy call. If he could. What do you mean, no?
I mean, no.
Just no.
What do you mean? No.
John has a problem with your wife. Is it serious? We think it is. There's a phone hookup. We've got her on it.
Do they want him to convince her?
Are you all right? Tell me what's wrong.
Johnson wants me on TV.
Vice President?
Coverage, you know.
Oh, she really doesn't want that.
Annie, if you don't want the Vice President or the TV networks or anybody else to come into the house, then that's it, as far as I'm concerned.
He really is my favorite one.
Tell them that, okay? I don't want Johnson or any of the rest of them to set as much as one toe inside our house.
You can just see that he cares so much about his wife and he kind of just does everything to protect her.
That astronaut John Glenn told you to say that.
All right? Yes.
I'll talk to you in a little while.
It's the Vice President, the head of the program. You're gonna think of the broader interests of this program.
You are way out of line here.
I'm out of line?
Yes, sir.
And I'm thinking of changing the order of flight assignments.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Who am I gonna get?
You heard what he said.
That's right.
Oh, it's also nice that they're backing him up. Good. Good.
Isn't there anybody who can deal with a housewife?
What do you do here, astronaut? Buddy of mine's getting ready to up in outer space, and I'm gonna be talking to him on that dish, helping him out.
See that old bloke there? He know the moon, he know the star, and he know the Milky Way. He'll give you a hand. He know.
I'm constantly like really scared that one of them is gonna die on a mission. And I really hope it's not him. Like if that even happens. Like I didn't go back that far in the history. Just got like the basics. So I don't know if any of that happened, but please then don't let it be him. Because at first I also really thought the one guy was gonna die in the water. Seems to all be going well.
I feel fine. Oh, that view is tremendous.
I feel like that must be so cool to see. In the end, it just kind of feels like they just have to sit in the capsule, they shoot it, and they don't really have to do anything. So they get like this really intense training and research and experiments. But to be fair, I guess like when it goes wrong, they're the most like able to save themselves in that situation. I think that's more like the whole thing then.
Full moon rising.
Hello, Friendship 7. Friendship 7, come in, please.
I know who he reminds me of. If you've seen White Lotus, like the annoying husband from season 1 with the like the rich parents. Oh my god, he looks like it so much. The really like spoiled guy and his parents paid for everything and then he's being really annoying to his wife. Even their characters match.
Well, we have a few other lights turned on here and there.
Pretty chill.
And thank everybody for turning them on, will you? A lot of cloud coverage today. Man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, looks really cool. Is something gonna go wrong now? I already kind of feared it.
If it comes off,
If the heat shield comes off, it'll burn up.
Fry when he tries to re-enter.
No, and he's just enjoying it all and he has no idea. Fix it, please. Don't think they can do anything right now, but...
Status lights immediately.
John, can you hear me? Friendship 7, come in, please.
Let's try something, any?
Is he seeing something? No. I'm scared.
Something strange out here. Oh my goodness gracious, what the heck is that?
Sparks, needles of some kind all over the sky.
Oh my god.
A mass of some very small particles that are brilliantly lit up. Like
Is that coming from the capsule?
I never saw anything like bright yellow.
Oh.
They're all lit up. They swirl around the capsule.
Sounds ridiculous, but they look like fireflies or something.
Will you correlate the actions of the particles surrounding your spacecraft with the action of your control jets? Do you read over?
Negative. I do not think they were coming from my control jets. That's a negative, over. You guys will probably think I'm nuts down there. They're very beautiful.
I'm scared.
Get out of here! Get out of here, you gadgets!
I really like him.
Leaving the fireflies behind.
So he's returning safely, please?
He's going into his third orbit. How much longer are you going to keep him in the dark?
What are we going to tell him?
He's a pilot. You tell him the condition of his craft.
In the end, he is a pilot indeed, so...
Everything is A-OK.
If the capsule is not lined up at the correct angle with the blunt end and the heat shield down, it will burn up.
There is only one hope.
We recommend you do the best you can to keep a zero angle, over.
The entry, only 3 orbits, over.
That is correct, over. Do you have any reason for this, over?
Roger.
John?
We are not sure whether or not your landing bag is deployed. We feel it is possible to re-enter with the retro package on. Do you read?
Roger. Understand. If not, I'll correct it myself.
Roger, friendship.
Yeah, like, this is probably what they're trained for. That's kind of what I meant.
What's that? I mean, it's him. It's all right. He does that. John?
Can't hear you. The ionization blackout. No communications are possible for a few minutes. Then we'll know.
I really don't like this. I would feel so bad for the wife.
Friendship 7. This is Kate. Do you read?
He's still humming. Did he survive? Oh! That was scary. Oh my god. Oh my god. Honestly, like I said, I would have felt so bad for the wife if he had died.
Finally showed up, one we've been waiting for with the big engine.
Nobody cares about that kind of record anymore. All they want now is capsules up in outer space.
Feeling this little old plane right here might be able to beat that Russian record.
You might be right.
What is this shot? Oh, they're riding underneath the tunnel. It's like, what the hell is this? Oh. They are so cute, I can't. Why do I love them so much? Damn. I'm already hungry, and then they always show food when I'm hungry. Oh, that looks good. The corn.
Hi, which one are you? Shepherd. Oh yeah? Which one's Glenn? He's the one I want to meet.
He's right over there.
Ouch.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go to the moon, I swear to God. I'm on my way.
Hi, little gal. Just damn glad to meet you too. We've heard an awful lot of good things about you, gal.
You gals.
Right, now. Whoa, sorry, little lady.
Got a free house with all the furnishings. Got me a Corvette. Free lunch from one end of America to the other. And I ain't even been up there yet.
I noticed that.
Oh, you noticed that, huh? You noticed I hadn't been up there yet? Well, I guess they're saving the best for last.
But like, in the end, that is the idea that they're all going up there, right? Or not? Like, why would they recruit 7 men otherwise? Did they really think, like, at least the first 6 were gonna die or something?
Uh-oh.
Here we go again. Press his back. Let them eat in peace. He's eating! Nah, he doesn't seem to mind. He likes the attention.
Could you begin by telling us, who was the best pilot you ever saw?
You're looking at
Who
him.
was the best pilot I ever saw? I've seen a lot of them, and most of them are just pictures on a wall. Back at some place that doesn't even exist anymore. Some of them are right here in this room.
Oh, okay. Character development.
One pilot I once saw who I think truly did have the right.
They're really not letting him finish his story.
Who was the best pilot I ever saw?
Now he's gonna say it.
You're looking at him.
Yeah, I think they were more interested in the short, powerful answer.
Hey, Ridley. Think I see a plane over here with my name on it.
Now you're talking.
What kind of a plane is that?
Shouldn't you close the thing?
Yeah, I'm just taking her up to ring around here a little bit.
Hey, it's Jaeger. No, sir, no objections. He must have clearance, right?
Yeah, sure. He must.
Sure.
There's someplace.
Damn, that was a mindfuck.
The greatest pilots in the history of mankind. It gives me great pleasure to present to you.
Why did I at first think that they were all like hidden under the feathers? Because they were like, oh yeah, I present to you the greatest pilots, but I think I just misheard that. It's just like a dancer. Damn, it's Lady Gaga. Why do I feel like I'm seeing some of them for the first time? He's just all doing this by himself. It's crazy. And he's like so chill about it. Again.
Come on, you can do it. 104,000.
Does he just want to go like as high as possible? Oh, that looks so scary when it's just like falling down. Dude. I wonder if he ever regrets things. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone up this time. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. But up to now he survived it all, so... Oh, okay. That was supposed to happen. It's like a safety measurement, right? Parachute. Parachute. Is he okay?
Over there.
Yeah, no shit.
Is that a man?
Oh, they see him walking.
Yeah, you're damn right it is.
Damn. Just a few scratches, but he's fine. Damn, okay. Is he just sleeping?
Gordo.
Oh, he's finally up there.
Gordo.
Huh.
Uh-huh. We hate to disturb you, buddy, but we've got a launch here.
Uh-huh. I'm ready when you are, John. 100%.
Okay.
2, 1.
Finally his turn.
Up we go with the wild blue yonder. The sun is coming through the window now.
The Mercury program was over. 4 years later, astronaut Gus Grissom was killed, along with astronauts White and Chaffee, when fire swept through their Apollo capsule. In May 1963, Gordo Cooper went higher, farther, and faster than any other American.
So they just randomly mentioned that 3 of them died.
He was the last American ever to go into space alone. And for a brief moment, Gordo Cooper became the greatest pilot anyone
I mean, he has been saying that, so somewhere he was right. Oh damn, okay, that was it. Pretty interesting. Yeah, based on the book. Okay, I think that was like really it. They're just doing like the end titles over the screen, so... Damn, that was a long watch. I needed some breaks in between, I have to say that. And I'm a little tired now, but it was a really good movie. Okay, so I don't really know where to start because this movie was just so long that I'm like, where did it even start? Well, it did start with this one guy who in the end we also saw flying that one plane and crashed, but still survived. Like the fastest man alive, that was like his title. I'm honestly still not fully sure what his whole purpose here was, because I'm like, okay, this was about the astronauts, right? And he didn't want to do it, so he didn't join them. But in the meantime, we still saw him be a pilot, I guess, and like the wife, and I don't know. To me, it was just like kind of random that they were there. Also, I did get the information though that the real Chuck Yeager, that he actually like appeared in one of the scenes as the old man in the bar. Right now, I'm not sure if that was the guy who was like creepily standing behind them and then wanted to like give them whiskey, or if that was him. I think it was them, because right now I don't really remember another old man, so I think that was him then. So I mean, that is very fun that they did that, but I'm still kind of like, okay, I enjoyed this storyline, it was cool to see, but what was his purpose, you know? But we did see in the beginning, I feel like the first like 45 minutes, we mostly saw like the airbase, and that was also like, wait, I thought this movie was about astronauts, but they wanted to like give us a little background, I think, on who these people were, and how they actually started, how they became astronauts. So I think that was really interesting that they did that. I think that's also why they showed him then. And that's especially where we also met Gordo, like him going there. So yeah, it was very interesting to just see that journey of like recruiting these men, where they got them and what they were doing before. Also a bit about their wives too. For example, Gordo's wife, that she didn't really like what he was doing at all. At first I really thought she wouldn't be okay with him becoming an astronaut at all, because she already couldn't really handle him being a test pilot. But in the end she seemed fine with it. I mean, to be fair, you can say about Gordo what you want. I think he was a little sexist and all, and I didn't really like him that much. Like, take an example to Ed Harris's character, he was the man. But like, beside all of that, like everything we kind of got of him was just like, this was what he was meant to do. This was his calling. Like, from the beginning of the movie, he has been saying like, yeah, who's the best pilot you ever know? You're looking at him, and it's just like, this was just what he was meant to do. So I get that it's just like, okay, if you as a woman choose to marry this man, but you know that this is like his calling, this is what he does, what he loves to do, then I guess that's kind of what you were marrying into. Like, that's the deal you're kind of making. So yeah, in the end she was fine with it. I think maybe she kind of came to accept all of that or something. Okay, so the only negative thing I have about this movie is that I honestly think it could have been a little shorter. Like, if you would have made it like 2.5 hours, I think it would have been like perfectly translated to a movie. But to be fair, I'm also thinking like they made a show out of it now. Then it's like, I don't know, like 8 episodes or 6 episodes. Let's say it's 8 episodes, then it's like 8 hours, you know. But like every time a movie is like more than 3 hours, we're like, oh my god, that's so long. But then there's a TV show which is like 8 hours, and it's like, yeah, but it's fun because it's a TV show. But you get what I mean? So maybe they needed the time, but I do feel like, especially from the beginning part, I think they could have cut a bit from that. And it kind of felt like I was watching a director's cut right now, but this is just like the movie, right? So yeah, that's one thing where I'm like, maybe if they would have cut some things, they would have kept it more interesting. Because especially near the end, I felt like I was kind of losing my focus sometimes. And it wasn't because the end wasn't exciting. I feel like the most even happened there at all, like in the last hour, 1.5 hour. But because I already went through like this whole first part of the movie, like my mind was kind of like drifting off. And of course, when you're reacting, it takes a bit more energy than when you're just regularly like hanging on the couch, watching a movie with some snacks. It's like, I really try to focus on the movie. So it takes some extra energy, and to just like, yeah, after like 2.5 hours, my energy was kind of getting lower, and I still really wanted to like focus, and but sometimes I just couldn't, and that's just because it is a little too long in my opinion. And yeah, like I said, 2.5 hours, I think that would have been perfect. Like, I get why this movie is a little longer than regular movies. There's a lot to tell, but I think 2.5 hours really would have done it. Besides that, the whole story, it was so interesting. Especially what I really like was like the experiments and just like testing if they're fit to be an astronaut. Kind of the storyline with the monkeys. Like what I didn't really get is that at first they said we don't want to send a monkey up there. We want to send a human up there because the Russians are trying to beat us. And then in the end, they ended up sending a monkey there anyway. I feel like they didn't really explain that. I also feel like they expect you to have a bit more background knowledge already about this whole subject. And to be fair, I never really read a lot about astronauts and how this all happened. Honestly, before I started kind of researching this movie, I didn't really know anything about it. Like, just the basics that, they started with sending up monkeys to space and then this. And I don't really have, deeper knowledge. And I feel like they kind of expect you to have that already with this movie, but I'm not sure. I mean, I understood most things, so it's not like I'm missing a whole bunch here or something. But yeah, I feel like some things could have been explained a little more clear. And I'm the movie is over 3 hours, and in that time you can't even fully explain something. So yeah, I think I also would have liked that a bit more. Oh, I absolutely adored Ed Harris's character. It was just when I saw that he was in this, I was so excited instantly. I love him in Westworld, like I said. But he's, of course, the villain there. And another movie I saw him in was Mother. If you haven't seen that movie, you should really give it a chance. But, you should also give it a second chance because you're probably not gonna like the first watch. Until you kind of start realizing, oh, so this is what they mean with this. He was so good in that movie too. But like I said, I've only seen him as a villain in movies and shows. And he was the kindest, sweetest guy in this movie. And it was so, first of all, so fun to just see him young. And then to just see him be such an adorable, person. With his wife, they were just so cute together. And I was so scared when I thought he was gonna die. And especially because the relationship with the wife was just so cute. I would have felt so bad. But I just looked him up. I saw that he got pretty old. So that's very good to hear. Maybe another negative point that they just dropped in the end, that 3 of them died. I get that this whole movie is sort of the idea you're getting is the way they're working towards this. And the first missions and all of that. But again, I'm just thinking this movie is over 3 hours long. And those are just those important things is just something you mention real quick. And then it's yeah, okay, but he became the best pilot in the world. So I don't know, that was a bit odd to me. I also, I don't want to, be too negative about this movie because I know it is a good movie. I can see that. But there's just some things where I'm just thinking yeah, the deaths of those men we have been following for almost 3 hours, I think I would have maybe seen that being translated on TV, so we would have maybe felt more with it. Of course now it came as a shocker, but that's the thing, it came as a shocker, not as something that was oh shit, that's so sad. It just came out of nowhere to me, and that was a little weird. Yeah, beside that, I don't think I have a lot to say. As far as I know, I feel like they translated it all really well into a movie, as in also how we followed the wives. I think that was also pretty interesting. Of course, it's really nerve-wracking for them too when their husbands, get shot into space. That is kind of what I have right now. Lots of positive things, but also a couple of negative things about this movie. And I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, that's kind of my opinion right now. So yeah, that's that. If you have anything to say about this movie, or if you're oh, but you're kind of missing this, let me know. I'm open for that. And yeah, like I said before, if you want to request your own movie, that's possible on my Patreon. You can also see my full 3-hour reaction to this on my Patreon. So yeah, that's all possible if you click the link in the description. And if you like my reaction to this, then please leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you thought of it. And then I really hope to see you next time. Bye!